shake. Watch me rockin' if I can't stop. If I should fall, just go ahead. Go and catch me, baby. Ooh, I live it. That's my true love, true to love. Ooh, I love it. Crank it up, yeah.
Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tia, aka Teacup Simmer, and this is another part of our stepmom series. And we are back in the Ackerman household where Leah has finally had her baby. She is no longer preggo, and it looks like Malcolm just came home. But she wanted to share the amazing news of her babies with her best friend Haley, of course, and so she invited Haley and Rain to come over and hang out with the family for the afternoon. And I thought this would be a very interesting way to kind of spend the afternoon for today, at least for right now, because it looks like Leia had the babies, and it was a really big surprise to me, actually. I didn't think she was that close to having the babies, but she did have them, and so she wanted to make sure that Haley got to meet them, and she got to tell her best friend about her growing family. And of course, because she had twins, you guys, I didn't even realize that was a thing. Like I didn't put the fertility trait mod or what is it called? Lot trait, there it is, on this lot. So I didn't think we'd get twins like right off the bat. And I never check, even though I have MCC, like MC Command Center mods on, I never check to see how many babies it is. So she had twins, and they're both boys. So we'll be definitely spending some time with them. We might end up skipping ahead a few years, just so that we don't have to spend so much time with them as like babies, and we might spend some time with them as toddlers, at least before Diana and Lucian end up aging up. So we are definitely going to spend a little bit of time with the family. I think Diana and Rain are definitely getting along. We might have them go and hang out with Lucian a little bit, considering that Lucian is still grounded, so he still has to stay in the house, but he's been making the most of it. He's been trying to work on his DJing skill a little bit. So we're just going to allow these ladies to kind of hang out, and we'll like get to meet the babies. I do need to tell you guys what their names are. Okay, so let's just go, and I'll show you guys. There's Clayton Parker, and their names are Parker because, hint hint, Malcolm hasn't proposed yet, and they're not married yet. That might be like a final thing that we end up doing for the series. I don't know how long the series is going to go for. It seems like we're able to do a lot of stuff with these guys, especially once Diana and Lucian end up aging up to like adults and seeing what type of traits they pick up, because it looks like she might be in range for responsibility and emotional control. He might be in range for both of those as well, but we're just gonna have to work on it. I set our lifespan back to long because I don't want them aging up too early, because we spent some time like seeing them, and oh, Malcolm got to meet the babies. Malcolm, you have children now. Isn't it amazing? Well, you already had kids, but you get to have two boys now. You need to really take off that really ridiculous scientist outfit. But I am super excited to be back, you guys. We're definitely just going to spend some time with them. So the boys' names are going to be Parker, even though technically she's with Malcolm. Because they're not married, and she is still kind of she's still kind of traditional. Me as a person, I've never been traditional, but Leia definitely is. So she would not be changing her son's names if Malcolm hasn't put a ring on it yet. And she's kind of happy about her babies right now, even though she definitely is a little bit perturbed about the fact that Malcolm still hasn't proposed, and he might. I'm not sure when that's going to happen. But hopefully it'll happen soon, preferably before the babies become toddlers. But it looks like the girls are just hanging out and spending some time together, especially because it's a weeknight. It's like Wednesday, so everyone is just kind of spending some time together. I think Lucian is hiding in his room, trying to get away from all the females in the area. And no, you can't go to bed, Diana. I'm trying to think if she's done her homework yet. School projects, robotics. She has a robotics project that she could be doing. She wants to buy a pool. She wants to plant something. I don't think we have anything else for her to plant. She harvested all of her plants recently, but she does need to take care of her garden. Ooh, let's harvest this. So she can harvest the carrots and then hopefully pick something else up. And let's see, Leah is talking to Rain. She's still super confident. She wants to start a confident painting, which I don't think we have anything on here. So she can definitely show. Let's have her go here. And, oh, Rain's leaving. Bye, Rain. I think she's just going to go home ahead of her mom. And I think Leah would definitely want to show Haley her art studio, so we're just gonna have her chat over here so that they can go sit over there and talk. And yeah, you're not going. He is currently needs to go take a shower, so he can go. No, he can go take care of the babies. Who's sad? Okay, let's have him change. Okay, so the babies are this one, I think. I don't really know. So this one's John. So there's John and Clayton. So Clayton is okay, and John is the one with the dirty diaper. John seems to be the one that cries a ton. Like, Clayton actually seems fairly okay. He doesn't really get upset that much. But I think John is going to be a handful. So we're going to have him take a thoughtful shower. The babies are fine. She's really low on energy. We need to get her some food. And I think since it's about 10 p.m. everyone left. So she was able to kind of show off her kids. And then everyone just kind of bounced. Diana is asleep. And so she'll spend some time doing that. And I think he's still practicing. Let's have him practice. Yeah, and I'm trying to see what his skill is anywhere. His skill's at 4. So that means his dancing's okay. Everything else is kind of mediocre. We might want to up his writing a little bit just because he's going to be writing a lot of his own songs. Let's have him, let's see, write in his journal. And come clean up some of the food since he's the only one that's really awake right now. Since he's the only one that's really awake. Oh, I wonder. Who's upset? Let's bottle feed. And let's bottle feed. We're gonna have Malcolm come take care of the babies. I wonder if he would sneak out. It's 11 p.m. I wonder if he would sneak out to hang out with Leyland. They don't really have any place to like hang out or anything. Maybe they'd hang out in the back and like in the park or whatever. It's still really, really dark, so I don't know if they'd actually do that. And she seems like a good girl, so I don't think she'd actually like want to go out in the middle of the night and hang out with some boy. But he might actually want to go on another date with her, actually, since he might go on another date with her, see how far he can get, and then hopefully he'd be able to I don't know, maybe he wants to go on another, I don't know if he wants to stay with her. Oh, he wants to make out with her, so maybe he's really just thinking about making out with her and like thinking of her physically rather than like actually liking her as a person, which would be horrible. But Lucian is a serial romantic, so he doesn't really want to be tied down. So we're going to see what happens in the next couple bits because Clayton, what's wrong? We'll have your big brother come check on you. He just got fed, so it's definitely not food. So we're going to have Lucian check on the baby. But I think we're going to close it out right now, and then I'll come right back to see if anything interesting happens. And we can see if, I think Malcolm's going to recognize that, especially because Leah put Parker on the boys' certificates, that he's going to definitely need to start thinking about proposing. So that might actually be something that that ends up happening next in a little bit. I will see you guys in a second.
tambourine. Bring the bass, we might be wicked. We may be.
Hey lovelies, we are back and it is the next day and it looks like the teens decided to have a little bit of fun now that Malcolm and Leah went off to dinner just for a cute little date. It looks like Diana and Lucian decided to have like a small house party, and them and some of their really cool friends just decided to have like a basic small party in the backyard. I might get Diana to cook some things, probably serve some drinks, basic stuff. Ooh, and he got some tips. That's kind of awesome. So let's have her mix a drink. Let's do citrus swig. And just so that they can kind of like hang out, have some fun. They definitely will probably get in trouble for this because they're not necessarily supposed to have people over without the parents knowing. But I think Diana definitely needed a little bit of fun. She was having a really hard time. She was super tense after school, and so she decided to do this, especially because the people who are at the party right now are actually all part of the Cool Teens Club, I believe. I don't think Rain is part of it, but like Amber is part of the Cool Teens Club, and I think Leyland is too. So I think Diana is kind of angling to get into that club. And the problem with that is, so you can talk to her, talk about the Cool Teens Club, see if she can get some information, because I think she definitely wants to be part of that club. Just because we're saying that the kids are kind of about, I'd say, junior age in high school. So the fact that they like want to be a little bit popular is kind of understandable. And I want to see if we can get Lucian, who is currently hanging out, and let's have him do. He's getting a lot of tips. How the heck is he getting that many tips? Let's switch the music to chill out. He is basically spending the time to like, let's grill. Let's do some veggie burgers since she is the hostess. She should probably make some stuff. And currently Leah and Malcolm are at the Bamboo Walk just having a nice dinner. So I think we're probably going to go check on them while the kids are hanging out. The babies are fine. And I definitely think Leah and them might get in a little bit of trouble, especially because the babies are here. And oh, Leah's back. Oh my gosh, Leah's back. And so is Malcolm. They came back from their date. Oh, this is probably going to be a bad thing. Oh, wow. I know Malcolm's probably going to get upset. Cameron is calling, but I think they would not be paying attention since they're having such a fun time in the backyard. And let's see. Who would be the first one to notice that everyone's out here? I think... I think she would definitely notice because she can see through the window. So let's have her come over here. Parenting. Let's see. Forced to... Nope. I think she'd just be super mad. Especially because they're supposed to be the ones taking care of the babies. So she'd come over here and yell at her. Leave your food. Haley, I hear there's a great party going down. Haley's trying to invite her out, but I think she's going to be definitely distracted. Let's see. Alright, there's going to be a confrontation. Why in the world do you have people over? She'd be super mad because she would not want her to have anybody over while she should be taking care of the babies. I think she'd try and talk her through her mood swing and say this is not the way to deal with your problems with having issues with trying to be popular. This is having a party is definitely not the way to do it. Unfortunately, because it's not curfew really, I don't think they can be, yeah, it's past curfew. She'd definitely come over here and yell at him too. Everyone would need to leave. Let's see. Ask everyone to leave. Let's see. And Lucian, you are also in trouble. I don't know if she can get to him as well. Yep, everybody should be going. Bye. Everyone leaves. She can't ask them to leave? Okay, everybody's already leaving. Bye, guys. And she'd be like, yep, you're in trouble too. Oh, wow. I love teenagers. But even though she definitely probably wanted to ask her. Ooh, Leyland's still here. So I think, let's see. Let's ask her to hang out for a second. We're going to move his table back into his room. Can we do that? I really want to, because there it is. It goes right about there. Yeah, it goes right about there. So we're going to leave his table in his room. And go hang out with Leyland. Don't say goodbye to him. And we can see if Leyland can come over here. Chat here. And he'd probably try and sneak her in while everybody's telling everyone to go. Why are you feeling flirty? Are you into her? That would be so interesting. If Tyler, yeah, Tyler. I wonder if Tyler's into Diana. That would be interesting because he's like getting all flirty and whatever. But nope, he decided to leave. No, he didn't even start up a conversation. Just kidding. They're hanging out. I still think he's definitely into her. So let's have them kiss. Let's see. He can't invite her to stay the night. I don't think he'd exchange promise rings. Oh, make out in closet. This is gonna be funny. Because he definitely wanted to make out with her, and hopefully because his parents are asleep. They're asleep! Oh, yep, they'd try and get away with it. Yep, teenagers. And Diana, I think because of the talking to she got, immediately started doing her homework. Let's see if, can we put all of these away? Let's empty the tray. She is super mad though. Yeah, and that hurt her relationship with Leah just because she got yelled at for starting a party. Yep. I don't really know what she expected to happen, especially since she's been in a weird mood recently. I think maybe the babies might have had something to do with her mood, just because the babies they actually have been really sweet all day. I think she's taking it out on their toys. That's horrible. But Clayton and John have been perfectly fine all day, which is actually kind of great. And these two, he's super flirty. But I don't think he's actually interested in anyone else right now. They still need to go on another date though. They're currently really close, but I don't know if there's anyone else he's actually like interested in. I know there was not Pineapple, not Amber, not Cecilia, not Dee Dee. There was another person that, like, he was actually moderately interested in. I know Rain is actually kind of interested in him. She really likes his DJ stuff, but I don't know if he'd actually, like, try going out with her. Let's see. Let's kiss a few more times. It's still getting really late. Let's see if he can ask her to leave, like, really quietly, just so that he doesn't get in trouble while they're still asleep. And she's cleaning up. Yeah, I think she's definitely trying to make sure that she stays on top of things, because I don't really know if we can ground her without her actually doing something technically wrong. Because not everything is considered bad, even though I really wish that was a thing, that we could just ground or discipline for things that just doing anything, which should kind of be similar to how people think parenting goes. Like, everyone thinks that their parents ground them for random things, but it's normally actually something important or to keep you safe or whatever. But I think being able to ground them for, like, just everyday things would be interesting. She wants to try on new outfits. She's hungry. Her and Rain have been getting really close, which I think is great, which means she's going to be coming over more often, which is probably why he might end up going for Rain, especially if she shows interest in him. But we're not sure yet. But Diana might have definitely gotten some points with Amber and the Cool Teens because of setting up that party. But I think this is where we're going to end this part right here, you guys. It's actually been a fairly quick episode. I think these two had fun on their date. I think eventually Malcolm is going to end up proposing. Not sure when, though. But currently we have 2 new baby boys, Clayton and John, who are going to end up becoming toddlers at some point, and hopefully in the next, like, parts or so, we'll be able to see them become toddlers, and then we'll be able to kind of see the kids age up, which is definitely going to be really, really fun. I can't wait to see how we're going to, like, if they're going to get any of those character values. I kind of want them to. I'm trying to figure out which ones they'll get. I think we need to up their responsibility and emotional control in the next couple of episodes, just so that we can make sure that they're going to get those character values. We might get like, we might end up getting argumentative on Diana, depending on how quickly we end up pulling this up. Let's see. Sims can positively increase. Let's see. Declaring enemies or just sizing Sims can negatively impact conflict resolution, as well as fighting or arguing. So she might end up doing more of that. Oh no! It broke. Let's replace it. She is doing a lot of responsibility stuff, so she definitely might get that responsible trait. She's going through another phase. Ugh, clean it up. Let's throw this away. Yeah, she's going through another phase. So I think we're going to end this part right here, you guys. The kids had a very eventful evening, but I think they definitely got a little bit something out of it. I think oh yeah, he's very proud of himself. I think Lucien got a lot out of it, and I think Diana is dealing with a lot of mood swings and emotional stuff right now, which I think maybe Leah might be able to help her deal with as she gets a little bit older. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please subscribe if you really love me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!